What's up, family? Welcome back to the channel. This is Professor X. I just want to say thank you for all the support. I just want to take out just a few moments here to sincerely just thank everybody for the thumbs up, the subscribing, the engaging in the comments. I'm new to YouTube, for those that don't know, and YouTube is really pushing out the things that the content that I'm making. And I attribute that to all of you, especially those of you who have subscribed, returning viewers, because you all are sharing the video and giving it a thumbs up in the comments and commenting. And I think that that's what YouTube is looking for, to see that there's some engagement going on. And particularly me being new on the scene of YouTube, it's really helping me out as far as them pushing it out to several people. So I really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for all of the comments again. The thumbs up, appreciate it. Appreciate it. And for those of you that are returning and subscribers, proud of y'all. Everybody's in the comments being real but being cordial, and I know that the demographic for my channel is going to be a more mature age, so we shouldn't see too much crazy stuff going on in the comments. But you all have been good. Everybody seems like they're getting along, and I love it. I enjoy it, and like I always say, we're just getting started. I made a video that dropped, I believe, this morning about this body count matter, and that stirred up, some good feedback. And again, this channel, my desire for this channel is just to provoke thought. I'm not trying to be right. I'm not trying to be wrong. I'm just trying to give my perspective as a man, as a black man, as a 40-something-year-old man, as a father, as a worker, as an American, as a black American, as being private military, where I work at now, being divorced, using all of my experiences of life and people that are close to me and their experiences to try to just, and my education, to try to just provoke thought. That is the purpose of this channel. It's not about me being right or wrong, and nobody said that it was. I just want to put that out there while I'm still young in this game here. It's just to provoke thought. That's it. So I made the video, dropped this morning. There was some good feedback, and a Deborah 3936 gave a reply that I started to just text it in the comment, but I said, no, I'll make a video about this because I'm sure there are other ladies who may feel the same way that won't necessarily see the comment. So this is part 2 to the video, Does Body Count Matter? And this was her reply. My thought is this: men who say it's just physical for them, why would you play with a woman's emotions like that? Again, not being honest with each other causes problems. There are women who it may be just physical for them too. We are in 2025. Let them make that choice! ! If a woman turns you down, she turns you down! ! There are plenty of fish in the sea. It's not the end of the world. Playing with people's emotions is not good. Honesty is always first for me. That's what I want to make this video on, is that reply. My thought is this: men who say it's just physical for them, why would you play with a woman's emotions like that? again, not being honest with each other causes problems. Is that true? That's what I like to look at when people write things or I read something. Is what she said true? If as men, we know that we just want it to be physical, why do we play with women's emotions like that? Or I feel what she's saying is, why make us believe that it is potential or possibility that it could be more than just physical, which in turn is going to play with our emotions. Now, I have to say some things that is a reality, but it may not go over well, especially to women. But it is a reality nonetheless. And the reality is, men are not, this is not all men, so I'm just using men in general. Men are not going to take the risk to tell you we just want it to be physical and take the risk that that woman says, well, I'm not interested in just that, so I'll pass. We're not going to do that. If a man sees a woman, again, not all men, so I'm just general here. This is what we're talking about, body count, physical situations. If a man sees a woman and his desire is strictly, I don't really want to date her, I don't want to build a relationship with her, I don't want to marry her, she's got a great body, decent body, great body, okay face, whatever it is, pretty feet, pretty eyes, whatever it is that gets his oven hot, he's not going to take the chance that if he is honest with you, that there's a possibility you may say, I don't want that type of relationship. Now, again, I know in her comment, she said, let women make that choice. So that's what I'm addressing. Men are not going to take the risk for a woman to make that choice. It's not right, but it is the reality. So we have to go along with the game of convincing you that it could be more or otherwise. Then after we have achieved what we want, we walk away and the woman sometimes, most of the time, is crushed, therefore building up walls in her, making her a little more bitter, a little more resentful, tearing up her esteem a little more, creating baggage for the next guy who may really be interested in her or who may also play the same game that the other guy played. That's what's on the table. Me personally, I don't see a way around it, because at the end of the day, and I hate to say this because it's going to sound cruel and mean, at the end of the day, everybody just needs to be fully aware of what a man is. A man is a hunter. He is strategic. He is on a mission. So women, if y'all want to avoid this, listen to what I'm saying. A man is a hunter. By nature, God has blessed us with the DNA in our genome. It's a setup for us to be strategic hunters, protectors, period. So if we set our attention on something, we are going to be able to come up with a strategy that works. The only reason that we will stop that strategy is if we realize we're no longer able to catch what we're going for if we keep using this bait. If we're fishing And we know that we can use this type of minnow, this type of worm, and we're catching 60 to 70% of what we're looking for. We're not going to change the bait. We're going to keep using the same bait because it continues to work. So what I would say to women, because I ain't going to do like Steve Harvey told y'all some stuff that wasn't all the way true. Now, I ain't trying to blast no name. He ain't really tell the whole truth. What I would say to women is realize that this is the game that men will play, and I hate to say it like this, must play, because you guys have fallen for it time and time and time again. There are men that will come clean and say, I just want a intimacy situation with you, physical situation with you, and I don't want anything else. There are men that will say that to a certain type of woman. But if you are a upper type woman, I'll put it that way, someone that carries themselves and that's going to be very attractive, someone that carries themselves like a wife already, someone that carries themselves like they have common sense, someone that carries themselves like they got their own stuff, like they got their life together. That's very attractive to a man. And he know I can't just step to her any kind of way. Just you being that way as a woman is going to be attractive to a man. So he already know in his mind, I can't just step to her on some old nonsense. I got to come to her with some relationship talk or potential of relationship talk. I see she's a single mom raising 2 kids. I got to step to her where her heart is, and hey, I raised 2 kids myself. That's just the strategy that's within us. It doesn't make us bad men. When we do what we do and then women are hurt, we have to take responsibility for that, because at the end of the day, I don't think that men intentionally go out to try to crush a woman or break a woman down. I really don't. I still think in this day and age that we live in, men care about women. I think sometimes we are just ignorant of what happens when we do that, because it has been happening so long and so much, and women continue to fall for it. We can become desensitized in the fact that it's creating real pain. See, by the time it happens, either y'all are broken up already, or the woman, the lady, is maybe crying to her girlfriends about what a jerk the Tyrone was. Tyrone doesn't necessarily have to sit still and deal with the conversation where she's crying and telling him, you broke my heart. I thought we was going to have a little more. I gave you of some of my most valuable treasure, and this is what you did to me. I put my trust in you. Now I feel low. Now I feel broken. Now I feel, and he has to deal. He ain't got to sit there and deal with that brokenness, because he can easily say, y'all ain't together no more, right? That's why the whole conversation is coming up. He done dipped out. So it's easy for a man to say, man, I ain't got time to listen to this. You already knew what it was, right? And you get that kind of talk. Well, as a woman, you thinking I didn't know what it was. If I knew what it was, I would have never agreed to it. And that goes back to my original point. If you knew what it was, there's a greater possibility that you will say no. Especially a woman that's been through some things and has matured to a place where she realized this is not something that I want to keep dealing with and doing with my life. So the more mature she becomes, and the more she has realized heartbreak and pain and turmoil and lying men and conniving men and no good men, and then a good man and a good man and conniving men, the more a woman has to deal with that, the more her guard will go up to anybody that's wanting anything from her other than some truth and some honesty and a real relationship. You just want pancakes only with syrup? No. Thanks for the compliment. Thanks for telling me I look nice. Thanks for telling me you like my eyes. Thanks for telling me you like my accent. But I'm not going down that road, because I've had my heart broken too many times, and men know that. So we're not going to step to a woman and tell the truth if that's all we want up front. Professor X, it ain't right. I agree. But is it true? Is it true? Is it true? There's only one way. And really that way don't even work because people can change. But there's really only one way to avoid that happening at all. And that's not to be intimate. And remember, and I need to do a video on that. Steve Harvey, remember on the movie, how to act like a lady and think like a man or whatever. The little 90-day rule. I need to do a video on that because that's nonsense. There's really no way. By design, it's just the way men are built, to be strategic. Now, again, we're not built to be jerks. We're not. We're not built to crush women. That's not why God made us the way he made us. We wasn't made to crush women. So I don't want nobody to get it twisted. We were not made to crush women. We were not made to take advantage of women, but we were made to be strategic. And anywhere we apply that strategy, we're going to figure things out. If it's war, a lot of times it's going to be men on that think tank. Not that women can't do it, but a lot of times it's going to be men, because by nature we understand strategy without emotion, without as much emotion. So this is, again, just my reply. I don't have the answer you'd have to almost just go straight abstinence and say, I'm not going to do anything with anybody. Because like I said, the bait is working. The bait is working. We know what women want to hear. We know what women want. We know, y'all feed the information to us. Oh, so-and-so broke. Oh, girl, I'll never break you heart. Oh, so-and-so took my car. You can use my car. Oh, so-and-so ate all my kids' cereal. Here's 3 boxes. Y'all feed us the information. The bait works. Yeah, the bait works. Yeah. Oh, I ain't like that, but you still texting crazy stuff. We see the bait is working. And as long as the bait is working, the hunter's not going to change it. Now, I hate to say this, but I'm still a man at the end of the day. The fish just going to have to stop liking the bait. Which by nature, y'all like the bait. We like to hunt, and y'all like to nibble on the cheese. I can't tell you how it can be fixed. All I can do on this channel is ask, is it true? Why would you play with a woman's emotions like that? Again, not being honest with each other causes problems. She's absolutely right. Because the woman's going to believe something that the man don't have no intentions on giving. And 6 months later, a year later, 2 years later, she has wasted her time giving out all her pancakes, being faithful and loyal if she has. And I feel most of them desire to. I don't feel that most women want to mess around. I feel that they will and they're good at it. And a lot of them are doing it. But I think that comes from the brokenness of the relationship itself. I don't think that a woman just seeks out to mess around. I do not believe that. Not good women. I don't believe that. They're designed differently. Their emotions are tied in, as we talked about on part 1, where a man just tied into the physical. Yeah, he can go wop, 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 wop all day. A woman, she wants to be connected. There are women who may just be physical for them too. We're in 2025. Let them make a choice. And I'm here to tell you, we're not going to take that risk. We're hunters. We're hunters. And so hopefully, I haven't brought an answer, But hopefully I have brought an understanding. Not every man is going to play that game. There are serious men out there. I would say there are just as many serious guys as there are those that will want to play the game. So it's going to be hard to determine one from another, because a serious guy is going to say the same thing as the one that's playing the game. If he's serious and really wants a relationship, that's what he's going to say. That's what else do he got? I'm serious about you. I care about you. I care about your kids. I want to, get to know you better. That's the same thing that the game guy is going to say. So it's going to be hard to differentiate between the two when they both have the same sound. But if you watch and you listen, you can figure it out. I'm going to say this before I let y'all go. I think at the end of the day, and I've said this before in other videos, I'm sure I'll say it again as long as I'm on YouTube, women and men see the red flags, know that they're red flags, but because of their desire to still be in a relationship or with that person, they will overlook the red flags. And here's what I'll say. I just thought about this. As much as men are hunters and strategists, women have intuition that we don't have. And y'all know within days or weeks what he's about. Y'all know. Now, if you've given up the pancake in a day or two, it won't matter what he's about, because he's already got what he came to get if he was in game mode. But it don't take a woman long to know from how he move, how he operate, how he talk, how he speak, how often he check come through, all of that. A woman know. So I would say, pay attention to your own inside voice, intuition, as ladies. Because we're going to hunt. And we're going to use strategy. And if it ain't broke, we're not going to fix it. So we're going to chase, we're going to hunt, and we're going to go. So it's up to the ladies to decide. I'm now going to listen to my inner voice. And if my inner voice says it's just physical, because I realize as a hunter, he's not going to tell me the truth, then I decide, do I just want it to be physical and go along with the game? If my inner voice says he just want to be physical, and I know I don't, I now have to make a decision about what my inner voice is telling me, again, because he's not going to tell me. Professor X already told me in February 2025, we're not going to tell you up front for the most part. Only ones they're going to tell up front is streetwalkers. That's it. If this has made you think, I ain't say if you agree with it, if it has made you think, please hit the thumbs up. If you want to probe somebody else's mind with this, please share it. I appreciate it. Y'all be good.